Well, hello everybody, and welcome to Vinyltreasures. I apologize for being late on this. Oh wow, it didn't print out the. Today is the what? It didn't print out my top sheet. Today's June 17th. Wow. Welcome to the June 17th, 2026 60s edition of the Vinyltreasure Show. I apologize for being late. A couple last minute things here and whatever. So I am here and I am raring to go. I'm ready to listen to some cool music. I hope you are too. Want to thank everybody for your communications this week and all your requests. And but I want to thank everybody for being here. We're going to be here till, well, maybe we usually go a little bit more than and I'm already late. I'm like a half hour late. So anyway, we're going to do at least 3 hours on the program here. This is too high. But my voice sometimes is not as loud as the music. I've been noticing it. But anyway, we opened up with a request here. Gary McClendon, for you. You asked me for the flip side of this a long time ago, and I said, well, wait a minute, it was too soon to play that. So let's play the flip side, because you asked me to play the flip side, and we just did. We opened up with this singer, songwriter, and organist from Monroe, Louisiana, signed with Stan Lewis's Ron label in 1967. He would have a big R&B hit, which was his first, which is actually the flip side of this, by the way, his first of 7 for Ron Records, called Nothing Takes the Place of You, which I think he sang, lip-synced in the, is it hair, was it Hairspray? I think it was a Hairspray thing. Is that the one where Tracy and Dancing in Baltimore? What was that one with the dancing in Baltimore, and Divine was the mother, and oh gosh, you know what I'm talking about. What is that movie called? Somebody type it in there in the chat room there. Did I get it right? That was Hairspray. Thank you, Cool Ant. Thank you for that. He lip-synced the flip side of this. It was called Nothing Can Take the Place of You in that Hairspray movie. Okay, but Gary requested the flip side of the 45, a pretty cool instrumental with him on the organ there, called Shimmy. Okay, came out in January of 67. Alan Tucson there for his first, the B-side, we'll say the B-side of his first release on the Ron record label, and that's him on organ. It's called Shimmy. Well, enough of my shimmying here. So I picked out 4 records to open up the program tonight. Maybe I know some of you will know these records, maybe others will not. But let's open up here let's open up the show here with this singer by the name of Spencer. I have played this before. I like this record a lot. Found my first copy up at the I was in Stormville, New York. There was there's an airport there, and they had a big flea market. I found a promo copy of it, but it didn't play that well. It's styrene. But then Rico T, okay, in that 3-part deal with Saturn Music and the Ray Dobard load, there were hundreds of copies of this record, but I think the box got wet, and a bunch of them were stuck together, but I was able to get a couple anyway at the cheap price of $1 a piece. But anyway, so let's open up with this singer by the name of Spencer, okay, and let's see, his this all right, here it says here, I think this is right. I'm not, because I did this right. He was previously a member of the Cadillacs. He joined the group back in 1958, and he remained with the group through 1962. He also had a brother who was also a singer and a member of a number of vocal groups like the Mellows and the Halos and others, and also had solo releases. His name was Carl, but this is Bobby, a.k.a. Robert Spencer, recording as Spencer. This is his second of three. I got to rewrite this. Second of three on the MOTOWN label. I wrote this, too. This tune written by Billy Dawn Smith. This came out in December of 65, our opener tonight, by Spencer on the MOTOWN label. It's called We've Gotta Love That's Out of Sight. That's our opener. Spencer from December 65. Here you go.
Must be doing something right, girl. Everyone around is breaking up all the time. Our love gets stronger every day, so sweet, so deep, boy. We've got a love that's out of sight. I know now. We've got a love that's out of sight. We've got a love that's out of sight. Must be doing something right, girl. We see couples quarrel, we see other couples fight. While hand in hand we walk along, just loving every night. We've got a love that's out of sight. I know now. We've got a love that's out of sight. Everyone we see wonders why. You and I can always agree. We've got a good thing going, yeah, my oh my. We know why, don't we? Hey, hey, we've got a love that's out of sight, girl. We must be doing something right, girl. They say that real true love just can't run smooth, no siree. They would take that back, I know, if they saw you and me. We've got a love that's out of sight. A hugging and a kissing. We've got a love that's out of sight. A good loving. We must be doing something right. We're cooking like an oven. We must be doing something right. A shaking and a twisting. We've got a love that's out of sight.
Okay, there you go. Listen, do they even is out of sight even a word used today at all? When was the last time you heard the word out of sight? I can't remember that. Anyway, there you go. That is Spencer, a.k.a. Bobby, a.k.a. Robert Spencer, is his name, December 1966. That's on the MOTOWN record label, his second of three. We've Got a Love That's Out of Sight is the name of the tune. Let's continue here. Here's another bonus track that Johnny G added before your request, and this is on another New York City label. This is called Dimension Records. I know many of you know this label because of who? The Cookies recorded for this on this label. Carole King was on this label. Who else was on this label? There are a few artists on the label, but yeah, Cookies, Little Eva. Okay, that you may know the Locomotion by Little Eva. It's on this, but this group is called the Spandells, Spandells. This is produced by Gene Red, arranged by Leroy Kirkland, and they also wrote this together with Lee Valentine. This record charted locally here in New York City, was a number 38 on WMCA, if you were tuned in here in New York City, one of the two big stations here in the city back in the mid-1960s. This came out in November of 64. Let's give it a spin. The Spandells on Dimension. It's called Say No Girl. Here you go, the Spandells.
Beware of his charms, don't melt in his arms. Keep your head while you stare, be cool.
driving to town conniving. On the very first day, you got to kiss you at the gate. Say no, girl. Say no, girl. Wanna meet you in the park, but it's really after dark. Say no, girl. Say no, girl. Beware of his charm, stay away from his arms. Keep your head, watch your step, be cool. And if he takes you for a ride, don't let him park along the side. Say no, girl. Say no. You gotta save your reputation. Say no. You better check the situation. Say no. And not a moment's hesitation. Say no. You save a lot of aggravation. Say no. Boy is a driver. Say no. Two-time conniver. Say no. Boy is a driver. Say no. Two-time conniver. Girl, no.
Okay, there you go. That's the sound of that is the sound of the Spandels there. That one there from November 1964. That's on the Dimension record label. That's one of the thousands of labels that your host Johnny G collects. The Spandels with "Say No, Girl." I see your comment there, Avatar, in the chat room. That'll be your request. Okay, I'm not going to flip it over now because I got to get to some requests of the people that I did not get to last week. Getting so many requests here on the program. Now, I'm going to make the announcement here. If you would like to get a request here on the program, I don't have all my records up here. There's only about 11,045s up here. So the rest are down in the no humidity basement, which are three flights down, and then I have others that are scattered amongst 3 bedrooms here in the house. So there you go. Got 200 over 200,000 45s here. Half of them are probably 50s and 60s, and then the other half are like 70s and 80s. That's how if you want to look at the collection in totality. But anyway, and we'll flip that over for listener Avatar in a little bit. But let us continue here. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you do want to get a request in, as many of you have received lots of nice emails and requests for tonight's show. And I'm sorry if I did not address everybody in the chat room there, because there's just starting to get too many people that are communicate. If I see you either later on, I will say hello, but I try to. It's just that the show has gotten so large. And again, I would like to ask you also if you would consider subscribing to Johnny G's YouTube page, because that keeps, especially for this show, they shut me down about 2.5 hours into the program. If I start to play too many hits, then I will get shut down because of the AI police, is what I call them. But email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number to me. Other people type it on my YouTube wall. If I see it, I get IMs, I get texts, and also people sometimes at the record shows hand me requests. And that's okay too. But let us continue here. And here's another one. I was lucky to find this record here locally for a quarter. I used to be like a little record get together sometimes. So somebody had a box of records that looked like they might have had a little bit of water damage to it, and he was selling them for 25 cents each. And I saw this name on here, and I said, Spider Turner. I said, is this the Spider Turner that recorded for MGM Records? Because it's spelled differently. It's spelled like a spider, S-P-I-D-E-R. But yes, this singer originally from Beckley, West Virginia, but he would relocate to Detroit, Michigan in the late 1950s. And of course, he's best known for the record that I thought of at the time, a 1967 release on the MGM label called Stand By Me, which is that's the Benny King song. But his real name was Dwight Turner, but he recorded as Spider Turner. It first started recording back in 1964 on the Chautauqua label, but here's one that is in demand. So for those of you over in the UK that like the Northern Soul sound, maybe I played a couple already that you might be familiar with, because I don't look at it as Northern Soul. I look at it as a general soul music is how I look at it. And we play all types of soul here on the program. But I think this is one of your in-demand Northern Soul tunes. you listeners out there in the UK. This is on the Good Time record label, and was recorded earlier in the year 1966, by Kenny Carter. Kenny Carter did this tune for RCA Records back in 66. But let's give a listen to this cover by Spider Turner. This is from 1966, Spider Turner on the Good Time label. It's called I've Got to Get Myself Together. Here you go, Spider Turner. Okay, folks, what did you think about that tune there? I think that's a pretty cool tune there from Mr. Spider Turner, but and not known for those up-tempo sides either. But there you go, that was a good one there. Spider Turner from 1966. That's on Good Time Records. It's called his rendition of that Kenny Carter tune. I've got to get myself together. John G's got to get myself together here. I do everything on the fly. It's a not professional show here, but, I try my best. I'm just an amateur. I'm not a professional, folks, as we continue. One more that I picked out, and some of you may know this singer. This gal first recorded as Little Clyde, back in the, 1956. She was a teenager at the time, and she had her group called the Teens, and they recorded for the Bahari Brothers RPM record label, but she would go solo in 1957, signing with Art Roop Specialty Records. But after 1958, she didn't record again. She kind of disappeared from sight, but she would return in 1962 with releases on the Philips label. I think I saw one there I think she sang with Tony Williams on Philips, if I'm not mistaken. But she has other releases on Philips and Imperial Records. Let's give a spin to her third release on the Imperial label. This one produced by Marshall Lieb. It's arranged by Gene Page from April 1966. This is Johnny G's final bonus track, although I might have some others. But here is Miss Clyde King. Clyde King on Imperial Records. It's called Soft, Gentle Ways. Here you go, Miss Clyde King.
Use your gentle way to make me do the thing I know I shouldn't do. Use your gentle way
Okay, folks, what'd you think of that one? I know Malcolm Baumgart likes that tune. I think that's a pretty nice tune by Clyde King. Clyde King there, her third release for Imperial Records from April 1966, Soft and Gentle Ways. Of course, she would have other releases on the Minute record label and Lizard Records, I think I have her on, and maybe something else too. But anyway, the flip side of that record is good too, if I'm not mistaken. I forgot to mention that we are live on Oldies and More Radio. We are streaming there. oldiesandmore.com is the address. If you don't want the visual, you can listen to the stream there. And sometimes when I have listeners that I get shut down, you can at least continue to hear the broadcast there, because they'll just block my video and you won't be able to see it. But anyway, let's get to some requests here now, and let's that I missed from last week. And this record kills two birds with one stone. But basically, this is a request for. Wait, is Ed Brown in the chat room there? I didn't know if Ed Brown's not in there, I'm not going to play this. I didn't see Ed in the chat room. Was Ed Brown in the chat room? Anybody that's in the chat? Anybody see Ed Brown there? I'm not going to do this. Ed Brown. I'm not playing this. Wait, because the other listener was Graylin. So, oh wait, you did. He is in. Oh, Ed Brown is in. Okay, I didn't see him. Okay, if Ed is in chat, I'm going to play this. But it's also, there he is. I see you, Ed, sneaking around. Well, you see, what happens is, I know that a lot of people, you watch this program on your TV. So you watch it on your TV, and you might have the chat on a tablet or on your phone, or maybe it's away on your PC, so you have to, get up. But, so anyway, or you're eating dinner or whatever. Should I call? You want to call me? Call me on the bat line. Here it is. You want the number? Only a select few have a number. And they know who they are. Okay, so this is for two of the listeners here. This is for Ed Brown in our chat room, and I know I saw Graylin in the chat room there. And of course, They know this singer from Rosemark, Tennessee, first recording back in 1952 for the MOTOWN record label out California way. But he would also have releases on Don Robey's Duke Records, okay? And he recorded under a couple of names. I think first Bobby Blue Bland, and then he just became known as Bobby Bland. Had about 55 releases on the Duke label through 1973. And his real name was Robert Calvin Brooks. And I don't know which one this is, but this charted. I don't. Let me see here. I don't know. I got. One says 29 and one says 28. So I don't know which one is right here, Charlene. Okay, well, figure it 29 or 28 on the Billboard chart, number 2 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number 1 record, if you were listening, probably some other places too, because we use, ASRA to do the checkup on some of these other, when you hear me say these radio stations from other parts of the country, it's because there is a website, I think it's ASRA, and it says it's not secure, but I think they just never renew the license. I think that's what happens while some of these sites are unsecure. You can check to see how well a certain song did in a particular area if somebody posted the chart, okay, on the website. Well, evidently this was a number 1 record on KDIA, if you were listening, in Oakland, California, from November 61, going out to Ed Brown and also to Graylin, a.k.a. G-Dog, in our YouTube chat room. Bobby Bland on Duke Records. It's called Turn On Your Love Light. Here you go, Ed and Graylin.
Without a warning, you broke my heart. You shook it, darling, and you tore it apart. You left me sitting in the dark crying. You said your love for me was dying. I'm begging you, baby, baby, please. I'm begging you, baby, baby, please. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. Let it shine, 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 let it shine. I get a little lonely in the middle of the night. I need you, darling, to make things all right. Come on, baby, come on, please. Come on, baby, baby, please. Shine on the light, let it shine on me. Shine on your love light, let it shine on me. A little bit higher, a little bit higher, just a little bit higher, a little bit higher, a little bit higher. Come on, baby, come on, please. I'm begging you, baby, I'm down on my knees. Turn on the light, let it shine on me. Turn on your love light, let it shine on me. I feel alright, I feel alright, I feel alright.
Johnny G really getting caught here. Hold on a second, folks. Jeez, between everything else that I got to do here. But there you go. That one there going out to Ed Brown, and also send it out to Graylin. That's the sound of Bobby Bland. Bobby Bland from November 1961 on Don Robey's Duke Records out of Houston, Texas. Turn on Your Love Light is the name of the tune. When we turn on our music light here on a Wednesday evening, we're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. And this is a request here. Let me see. Brenda and the Tabulations. Leith. Raynelia. Okay. Let me see. So that is under L. I think it's under L. HGL. You got to hold on a second, folks. Because I was not prepared tonight. Larry. Here we go. Leith. I haven't seen Leith in a while, but I did not play this. I didn't play one of her requests for a while, so she's due for a play here. No, that's the wrong side too, Johnny. Yeah, this is the side. I'm sorry, folks. Johnny messing up here. Like I said, this isn't. I don't get paid to do this. This is like a labor of love. So it's like I'm playing records for you listeners out there. But anyway, so this is for Leith. Okay, as we go to Philadelphia now for this great group, it's a female lead with male backing. They first signed with Gilda Wood's Dion label in late 1966. After 8 releases, okay, on the label, of course, their debut single, which I think was their biggest hit, it was called Dry Your Eyes, a great tune that they do. They would move over to Gilda's Top and Bottom record label. They had 7 releases on the Top and Bottom label. This was their 6th, a tune written by Van McCoy. And if you're buying these records and you see Van McCoy's name on the label, you need to buy the 45, okay? Van McCoy wrote this along with Joe Cobb, and it's produced by the label owner, Gilda Woods, and Van McCoy. Now, the girl here, the girl lead, her name is Brenda Payton, and they recorded as Brenda and the Tabulations. Now, this charted number 94. You know, when Johnny G wants the requests that I'd like to get, just think of the Hot 100 turned upside down. That's what we try to do here on the program, because it keeps it, they don't know these records. The AI has no clue about these tunes, so they can't nab me for them. But anyway, this was a number 94 on the Billboard chart. Although this did well on the R&B chart, was number 14, and it did well on WKXI in Jackson, Mississippi. It was a number 5 record on that chart from June of 1971 for Leith or Rainelia. Here is Brenda and the Tabulations with A Part of You. Here you go, Leith, for you. Okay, there you go. Sounds of Philadelphia here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there going out to Rainelia, a.k.a. Leith, in our, well, when she comes into our YouTube chat room. And that is a great sound there. Brenda Payton, she's the lead singer there. Brenda and the Tabulations, June 1971 on Top and Bottom Records, A Part of You. And they're a great group, they are. I remember when I heard the song that I like by them, it was Right on the Tip of My Tongue. You know that tune? That was like early 1970s too. But and we do play early. I tell my listeners that I'll go up to like 1970s. I don't. This is normally a 60s show, but again, I was class of 76, so some of these records I bought when they came out, so they are memories for Johnny G. So those kind of things I will do here on the program. I do. But let us continue here. I want to thank a new listener to the program here, and thank you for that, a bass thumper in our YouTube chat room. Much appreciated for that. I have such great listeners to this program, so kind, the people that I have met and that appreciate my passion for the music. You know, there's always some people that, they might not really care or whatever, but I put and Charlene puts a lot of time and effort into the program, as many of you that also assist me here on the in the YouTube stream too. I appreciate all that you do here for the program. But new listener, Bass Thumper, okay, this is a request that I was able to get real quick, okay, for a Bass Thumper. This artist was actually, or this singer, one of the lead singers of the Temptations. Okay, they had a few lead singers, and he sang with the group between 1964 and 1968, but he left the group. Or did he leave the group, or was he kicked out of the group for his solo efforts? I don't know, but it's a possibility. But he was born Davis Eli Ruffin on January 18th, 1941. Now, after he went solo, his biggest hit, okay, was in 1969. It was a song called My Whole World Ended, which is a cool record that he does, which I do have in the collection. But then he kind of disappeared there for a while, and he made a comeback in 1975 is what he did. He made like this comeback, and I remember seeing him on American Bandstand actually performing this tune, or lip syncing to this tune, and Dick Clark was interviewing him, so, and this became his 12th of 17 releases on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Motown record label. Now, this song was originally done earlier in 1975 by a group called the Choice 4 on an RCA LP, which was only out of Canada. You Canadian listeners out there, Darren or Gary, you know anything about that LP? The Choice 4? I think they have Leonard, you asked me for one of their singles, I think, which I saw one down. My mother's filing some of my records. She's putting them all in alphabetical order, and I did see something by the Choice 4. But anyway, let's see here. The LP is called The Four. Wait, what do you got here, Charlene? It says The Choice 4 in May of 1975 on an RCA LP out of Canada called The Four Choice. But the song on the LP was known as I'm Gonna Walk Away from Love. Okay, a tune written by Charles Kipps. It's this one here produced by So this here you see, another Van McCoy produced record this is. And this charted number 9 on the Billboard chart, and this was a big number 1 R&B record, okay, and it was number 1 in a number of places. Charlene's got KDAY out in Los Angeles, California, but it was a big hit here in the New York area because I bought this record in Masters Department Store when it came out. Let's go to October 1975 now for Mr. David Ruffin. David Ruffin on the Motown record label, going out to Bass Thumper in our YouTube chat room. The song is called Walk Away from Love. Here you go, Bass Thumper, for you.
I'm gonna walk away from love.
not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. And it's not that I found someone to take the place of you. It's just a fear that builds within me every time you touch my hand, and a dread that shakes my body that even I don't understand. So I'm leaving.
Yes, I am.
It's time to play it smart. I'm gonna walk away from love. Before love breaks my heart. Ooh, you're clinging to me tighter than you ever have before. I don't understand it, but I know it's gonna take everything I've got to keep walking out the door. But those arms you got around me will let me go someday. And I'd rather leave you holding on than pushing me away. So I'm leaving. Yes, I am. It's time to play it smart. I'm gonna walk away from love. Before love breaks my heart.
I'm gonna walk away from love.
Oh, baby, it's not that I don't love you. You know how much I do. Oh, baby, I'm leaving, baby. It's time to play it smart. Oh, don't break my heart. Oh, I'm walking away, baby.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for a Bus Thumper in our YouTube chat room. Thank you, Bus, for your also for that contribution you gave. Much appreciated there for that. Happy to feature that record. And listen, lots of people like that tune. It's a memory thing for Johnny G, I can tell you that much. But there you go. That is David Ruffin. David Ruffin, October 1975, on the MOTOWN record label. Walk Away from Love is the name of the tune. A great tune, great memory for Johnny G. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. This is our first show of the week. Those of you that are new to this program, I feature original 45s out of my collection. I've been doing this show on YouTube since 2015. I've been doing the radio show since 2005. Prior to that, I used to do some guest spots on some local kind of collector spots that I have done for Fordham University on WFUV, and also for Wesleyan, up in Wesleyan College, WESU, with Al Bernard. Been there as a guest collector a few times. But so then I eventually was able to get my own kind of internet show, and I kind of came up with the idea of going on a video with it. It was a difficult thing to do with lots of learning pains, but this is a new studio, which it's about almost a year old that I've had, so I have a bunch of webcams set up here, and I'm currently doing, I used to do 3 shows a week, and then it went up to, well, I can't do 4. I just don't, because I'm a caregiver. I have my 2 elderly parents that I do take care of. So, well, they're really good, but I do the heavy lifting here. But I was doing a Thursday afternoon show, and that was like 78s, which I think was getting a big turnout. But now that show is for guests, and I will have a guest next Thursday. Bill Old will be here at 1 p.m. He's got some cool 60s records, R&B, and vocal groups and girl sounds, so you want to tune in. He's going to bring some records that I've never seen before, and that's what makes doing this fun. But this is a labor of love for me. It's a passion. But I'll be back on Saturday night. But again, if you like this type of music, if you like the soul music that I play here, it's every Wednesday night from 9 to midnight, a little longer. But a Saturday and Sunday, I do 50s shows. And I start off with the early 1950s. We end it in 1957. I come back on Sunday and pick it up from 1958. And I usually go, I don't know, I think on Sunday I have a record from 66, but it's like an oldies like cover kind of thing. But anyway, let us continue here. So Bust the Bass, okay, one of my favorite listeners here to the program. We got a request for Bust the Bass here. As speaking of the Temptations, I think they're backing up this act that's up next. We just heard David Ruffin of the Temptations, but I don't think he was with the group in 1962 though. But this is a request for Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. This singer, born Steveland Morris, okay, Steveland Morris, on May 13th, 1950 in Saginaw, Michigan. You know who it is, right? Singer, songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, producer. Okay, unfortunately though, he was blind since birth, but through the years has become a music icon worldwide here. He has, and of course known throughout the world. But he started recording back in 1962 when he was only 12 years old, originally 12 years old. And his first song was a tune called I Call It Pretty Music. And of course it came out on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla label. But Busta requested his third release, which is actually a pretty cool kind of doo-wop-y sound a little bit, okay? And this, let me see. So this is an early Motown sound. He's being backed up by the Temptations on this tune. This was a number 7 record. It did chart regionally. It was number 7 on WNJR in Newark, New Jersey. Let's go to November of 1962 by request for Bust the Bass in our YouTube chat room. Here is Little Stevie Wonder. Little Stevie Wonder on the Tamla label. It's called Contract of Love. Here you go, Busta, for you.
You say you love me, and I believe it.
Okay, there you go. That one there by request for Busta Bass in our YouTube chat room. That is early Stevie Wonder, Little Stevie Wonder, his third release on Berry Gordy Jr.'s Tamla record label, being backed up by The Temptations. That one there released in November of 1962. Contract of Love is the name of the tune. Your Contract is with Johnny G every Wednesday right here on YouTube, also on Oldies and More Radio. I want to thank you all for tuning into the program. If you like what you're hearing, give Johnny G a thumbs up. Tell your friends about this program, and please consider subscribing. You have to be signed into YouTube in order to do that. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request for David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. What did I do with these? I didn't even mark. I thought I was going to run out of ink tonight when I printed these 18 pages of requests here, okay? But let's see. David Vilma, here we go. And let's see. And this one here, we go to Chicago, Illinois for this group. Okay, initially recording for the TAD, T-A-D, TAD label in 1969. They were then signed with Twilight Records, and this is their second of three for the Twilight label. Now, the tune written by group member Clifford. Wait a minute, Clifford Curry? Is that the Clifford Curry? Is that the Clifford? Was Clifford Curry a member of this group? It says yes. It says other members were. Wait a minute, Clifford Curry from the Carolinas? Charlene? Is it that Clifford Curry? I don't know. Maybe that's just a common thing. Other members were Lastly Matthews, Jimmy Stroud, and Robert Thomas. Okay, this is produced by Sly Johnson. The group is called The Notations. Okay, came out in September of 1970, and this charted number 26 on the R&B chart, was a number 6 record on WGRT out of Chicago. This is on Twilight Records from September 1970 for David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. The Notations with I'm Still Here. Here you go, David, for you.
I'm still here after telling you so long. Baby, after saying that I'd be gone, now maybe I was just talking out of my head, but baby, if I wasn't, can I take back what I said? 'Cause when I need someone, hey baby, right here to hold me when I need someone. Ooh, girl, you're right here to kiss me when I want someone. Oh yeah, your love don't resist me. You're here, and I'm so glad that I'm still here. After making so I'm still here after saying that we are through. Now maybe I was just talking out of my head, but baby, if I wasn't, can I take back what I said? 'Cause when I need someone, hey baby, you're right here to hold me when I need someone.
We got low riders here. That's what I call a low rider sound here as we drive in our car, cruising. Anyway, there you go. That one there going out to listener David Vilma in our YouTube chat room. The great sound there of the Notations. Notations, September 1970. Touch of the 70s here on the All 60s edition. And that is a different Clifford Curry there. That's not that. I knew that wasn't the Clifford Curry from North or South Carolina. I actually have a Clifford Curry record to play for Lee the G. I have a bunch of his stuff. September 1970 for David Vilma, the Notations with I'm Still Here on the Twilight record label. Well, Johnny G is still here. We're going to be here as long as the copyright police allow me to be. Let's fill a request now for listener Chris Reed, as this singer hails from Inkster, Michigan. You know who else was from Inkster, Michigan? The Marvelettes were also from Inkster, Michigan. And this singer was the cousin to Rose Baptiste. Okay, and let me see. Their stepfather is Johnny Haygood. So, okay, Charlene. And he had 4 releases on the Groovy label. And this was his first. Okay, I guess Johnny Haygood owned the Jacqueline label in '66. I'm still looking for that record for you, Leonard Mancini, on Jacqueline. So he had releases on Jacqueline prior to this label called Groovy Records. Here we go with that. Here we go with that name. Groovy. We've been playing some groovy records lately here in the last few months here on the program, but this was his first on Groovy Records, co-written by him and Ted Daniels. And this is from October of 1965. This is for Chris Reed. Let's give a listen to Darrow Fletcher is his name. Darrow Fletcher on Groovy Records. It's called The Pain Gets a Little Deeper. Here you go, Chris Reed, for you.
The pain just gets a little deeper. The pain just gets a little deeper. I can't do with you, but I just can't do without you. This world of mine, I don't want to doubt you. What makes me feel this way when there is no night or no day? The pain just gets a little deeper, deeper. They all say that I'm too young, the feeling will soon pass. But how can they say these things when they don't sit in your class? To see her every day, to pass her when I play. The pain just gets a little deeper, and oh yeah, the pain just gets a little deeper, deeper. Someday when I have grown, then maybe I'll understand. That she's a girl and I want to be her man. This is my story, so sad but yet so true. If I were only older, I think I know just what to do. But now all that pain just gets a little deeper, 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 deeper. Gets a little deeper, oh yeah, yeah. But now the pain just gets a little deeper, deeper. Oh, that thing called love, pounding it in my heart, burning, tearing me apart.
Hey, there you go. Whoops. Hold on a second, folks. Johnny G is totally unprepared. I never even numbered my sheets. Here are your request sheets, you see. And anyway, there you go. That one there going out to Chris Reed. Chris, I hope you're doing okay. And that one there, Mr. Daryl Fletcher. And hold on, here it is, yeah. October 1965, that's his first release on the groovy label. The Pain Gets a Little Deeper is the name of the tune, that one there, for Chris Reed. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now. I know I got this ready. I'm going to put my ants. Hold on. Hold on a second, folks. I am unprepared, but we're going to play this. It's my aunt's original 45 here we're going to put on. So, as many of you know, my Aunt Mary was an inspiration to me when it comes to the records, okay? So, a lot of her records ended up in my collection, and some of them I never really went to upgrade, but some of them that I probably should and I could have, but I always moved on to other things. I was like, oh, I don't have this record, I don't have that record. Not knowing, I really like to have nice copies of all the records that I play. I don't like to play, some of the records that don't sound too well. But anyway, this was her copy of this 45, and this is a request for Wayne P. in Gillette, New Jersey. Okay, as we go back to Philadelphia, this gal signed with, I guess her first release came out on the Crusader label, okay, back in 1964. She had her first two releases on the Crusader label. Then when she would sign with Jimmy Bishop's Arctic label, okay, in the fall of 1964, she would end up with about 14 releases on the label. Her biggest hit was her first release, a great record she does, a song called Yes, I'm Ready. But that was her second for the Arctic label. But Wayne requested her ninth release. It was a song that she co-wrote. And this charted number 59 on Billboard, number 48 on Cashbox, 11 on the R&B chart. And this was a big number 2 record if you were tuned into WNHC out of New Haven, Connecticut from October 1967. Let's give a listen to Miss Barbara Mason. Barbara Mason on the Arctic label going out to Wayne in Gillette, New Jersey. It's called Oh, How It Hurts. Here you go, Wayne, for you.
For me to cry.
Yeah, that's the great sound of Barbara Mason. Barbara Mason. I hope I didn't say Barbara Lewis. Sometimes Johnny G confuses them. But there you go. That's going out to Wayne in Gillette, New Jersey, October 1967 release. Barbara Mason on the Arctic label, Oh How It Hurts is the name of the tune. That is a memory for Johnny G also. But all my aunt's records are memories for Johnny G. As I am here on a Wednesday evening, I am your DJ for the Wednesday evening. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. Let us continue. Let's fill a request now. Two listeners requested this next tune. L.A. Arch in our YouTube chat room, and also Dennis Fawcett in our chat room. This was a 45. Used to like, they were like maybe a couple years older. When I used to walk home from when I was in high school, I used to pass the Woolworths. We had a Woolworths here in town, and I would pass by, and I'd say, let me go inside, because sometimes they would have, 4 oldies for $1, and they really weren't that old, although I would be looking for old things that might have ended up in that cutout bin. And they had them, they would put the plastic on them and all that, and I'm looking at these things, and they all had BB holes in them. Okay, that means they were returns back to the record companies, and then they would make holes in them or stamp them NR or do something to mar it up, even for the LPs, because they didn't want them to get turned back to the companies for credit again. So these small grants, OS grants, and these even Masters or Alexanders, these department stores and Woolworths would go and buy them in bulk on the cheap, and they'd sell them like $4 for $1 or cheaper maybe. And that's where I got this record. And I would go in there just about every week, and I would ask the cashier, I'd say, you get any more 45s that would come in? And it was funny when Woolworths finally went out of business, and I haven't been to the store in years. So I walked in there, and they were the original owners of it, going way back to the 1950s. And I said, I'm going to ask you this question. I said, you wouldn't happen to have any 45s in your basement that kind of like you didn't bring up to sell? And so she started laughing at me, and she yelled out to her husband, and she said, Al, when was the last time we had a 45 here in the store? Was it 1979 or whatever? So maybe they just stopped it. But that's where I got this record anyway. And it's a request for L.A. Arch and Dennis Fawcett. This group formed in Detroit, Michigan after Holland Dozier Holland left Motown Records. Okay, and in 1967, they would leave Motown because of a dispute about royalties. You would think they would have gotten quite a bit from Berry Gordy Jr. And they set up a new label. They called it Hot Wax. Okay, and they put together this group. They were known as 100 Proof Aged in Soul, and this is a funk soul act for the new label. Joe Stubbs was a co-lead singer along with Steve Mancha, who is lead on this track. The other members of the group included Eddie Holiday and Herschel Hunter, and this was the group's second of 10 on the Hot Wax label, and this was from an LP by the same title also, if you have it, written by General Johnson. You know General Johnson of the Showman, of the chairman of the board fame, and also of the Showman fame. But anyway, well, he wrote this along with Angelo Bond and Greg Perry, who also produced it, from July 1970. Lots of touches of the 70s, Santi, for you tonight. 100 Proof Aged in Soul on Hot Wax Records. It's called Somebody's Been Sleeping in, I think it's, does it say in, that's it, doesn't say in my bed, but it is supposed to say, it should have said in my bed. Here you go, 100 Proof Aged in Soul, July 1970 release.
Sit
Okay, there you go. There you go. That one there going out to L.A. Arch and also to Dennis Fawcett in our YouTube chat room. They like, listen, you people like all the early 1970s songs here, 1960s. Yeah, listen, it overlaps, really does. July 1970 release there, 100 proof aged in soul. It's somebody's been... Yeah, with an S. Somebody's Been Sleeping is the name of the tune. I like that label style, too. I think it's such a cool-looking label, Hot Wax Records. Better than the later ones, that kind of that mundane, like, reddish and orange and white. But that looks cool. So if you collect, like, the Honeycomb and their early stuff is on that. Although you can get want ads on the newer style label. Maybe that was the cusp of the collecting. Because, listen, I'm a collector, so I look at these minuscule things, and my aunt never did. She didn't care what label it was on or whatever. She just, she bought the records, and usually they were all originals when she purchased them. But let us continue here for a Wednesday evening. Again, if you are new to this program, we want to get to 5,000 subscribers, because then I get a little bit more from the YouTube things here. I mean, as far as leeway in what I play, because I'm considered really a minute podcaster. I'm not like a big podcaster, but we're inching toward 5,000 subscribers, and I think last month was my biggest month. There was like 256 subscribers, so I really have to thank all you listeners for really all promoting Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. We continue now. Let's fill a request for Ansray in our YouTube chat room. Ansray Thomas, and this was a record I got this on the cheap because I run RCA Records, so my dealer friends who were selling me $3,000 45s, back in the day, they were also selling me we got some RCA records here, or Columbia or whatever, and they would read the numbers to me, and I would check them off. They would mail them to me in bulk, and I think this was a bulk purchase with this 45, but this appears to be the only release for this gal. Her real name was Gertrude C. Holmes. Okay, she recorded for RCA Records as Faye Crawford. Okay, and this is produced by Joe Renee. It's arranged by Bert Keys, and this is the intended A-side that Ansray requested. Let's go to April of 1965 now for Faye Crawford on RCA. It's called What Have I Done Wrong? This is going out to Ansray in our YouTube chat room. Here you go, Ansray, for you.
Heart turn cold.
Okay, there you go. That's a big sound there, cool sound there. And you know, for this type of background vocals, Ansray mentions it. That is a Dee Dee Warwick in the background there, along Doris Troy and Cissy Houston. They would all do lots of background work for many, many artists, even for some of the big labels there like that. And they're behind her for sure there. That is Faye Crawford. Faye Crawford, April 1965. Great sound by her. What Have I Done Wrong on RCA Records. That's going out to Ansray Thomas in our YouTube chat room. Let's fill a request now for Elaine Wade. So, Elaine, how come this record eluded you? Okay, some of these, well, you see, I collect the Cub record label. So, you know, when the dealers, and it could have been a bulk, well, I'll tell you what else I did. So I used to deal with, when he used to live in Mount Kisco, Mike Layton used to, before I had any money, okay, he was part of, like, I guess this local collector club that we used to have here in the area, and he lived in Mount Kisco at the time, and he was wheeling and dealing in records. So he told me, he said, Johnny, he says, I got a whole barn full of records. So some are sleeved and some are not sleeved. So I said, really? So he said, look, do you want to buy them all? I'll sell whatever's the quantity, whatever the quantity is here in the barn. You can have it for $300. I was like, all right. So he said, count. I was counting. We wanted to see how many records there. I think there were about 3,000. I think 3 or 4,000 records. So we were counting them and piling them up. So if we were just piling them, and we said, well, this is 100, you know, this is 200, and we're just piling them. I remember we had a broomstick, and we were putting the records on there. It was kind of wild, but I would get records like this in multiple copies too. But this is a request for Elaine Wade in our YouTube chat. I mean, this was like one of those records that I got there. So I don't know. Is this a big record? I couldn't tell you. But this is out of this gal is out of Los Angeles. She is the daughter of band leader Cab Calloway, and she also became a band leader as well. I didn't know that. As well as an actress too, by the way. She performed in the Broadway musical Hello Dolly and the Pajama Game, and she also had this record that came out in December of 1967, written by Bo Ray Fleming and Lockie Edwards Jr. This is arranged by Horace Ott, but I would have bought the record anyway if I saw Horace Ott on the label, hands down. But this is from December of 1967, and this is going out to Elaine Wade in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to Chris Calloway, Cab Calloway's daughter, Chris Calloway, on Cub Records. It's called You're Something Else. Here you go, Elaine, for you. There you go. That one there by request for Elaine Wade in our YouTube chat room. That is the sound of Cab Calloway's daughter. Her name is Chris Calloway. And let's see, I lost my place here. Here we go. And let's see. I lost my place. Here we go. October 1967. And that one there on Cub Records. Yes, Dan, that is the, it's the same numbering sequence, too. The Cub, I don't know why Cub, they put that label in. That label went dormant for a while, and then they revised it, and they kind of changed the logo a little bit. But it is, if you collect the Cub label, that's part of it. It is. But for Elaine, it's Chris Calloway. You're Something Else is the name of the tune. And unfortunately, that she would pass away on August 7th. Of 2008 at the age of 62. She passed away from breast cancer, but we remember her here on the Vinyltreasure show. You know, it's so sad. Some of these artists that we've kind of taken for granted for so many years, they just, it's sometimes it's like hard to lose anybody, your own family member and whatnot. And just to think of it, though, but you know what? This is part of life. It's a thing. So I try to keep their music alive here, still here on the program is what I do. A labor of love for Johnny G. So let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat. We missed you last week. Listen, I lost a lot of listeners to that basketball game. Well, listen, I can't go against basketball and hockey games. You know, and especially the Knicks, you know, a lot of Knick fans that listen to the Johnny G show. But this is for Leonard Mancini. And is this the thing here? Yeah, this is it. This is Chris Bartley, right? Yeah, for Leonard. So Leonard requested this singer from Harlem, New York, first recording for Van McCoy's Vando label. That was back in 1967. He would have a national hit with his first release, a great tune he does, called The Sweetest Thing This Side of Heaven. He also recorded for the Buddha record label also. But this is his, goes on the second page. This is his very last release, okay? His very last release that came out on Music-Core Records. This tune written by Richard Snyder, produced by Ralph Murphy. As we go to Music-Core Records here from May of 1971, another touch of the... Well, Leonard is a big, like, early 70s, mostly late 60s, early 70s, as many of you listeners are. But this is a great tune by him. Chris Bartley's his name. And for Leonard Mancini from May of 1971, it's called Tomorrow Keeps Shining on Me. Here you go, Leonard, for you, Chris Bartley.
Stop building up speed ever since the top. Bumps are getting harder, more I roll, but I don't care. Don't feel it at all. Working up a sweat, trying to roll up a stream. It can be as hard as building a dream, but I keep moving on, laughing at heartaches till they are gone. And tomorrow keeps shining on me.
Yeah, cool tunes here. I like that. You know what? And I didn't know anything about that record, okay, because I found that, when you go to a flea market and you spend 5 cents on a 45, well, I collected the music or labels, so I was going to buy it anyway. But I definitely remembered I knew the name, Chris Bartley, so I said, well, this has got to be kind of a decent record for a nickel, and well worth a nickel. May 1971, Chris Bartley on the Music Core record label, his very last single, by request for Leonard Mancini in our YouTube chat room. Tomorrow Keeps Shining on Me. And let's hope it does that here as you're listening to the Vinyltreasure Show. I'm your host, Johnny G. This is our first show of the week. I'll be back on Saturday night. Okay, Saturday night I'll be back with the Vinyltreasure Show. It's 1950s. We play those records by year. I don't play them randomly like I do here with the 60s stuff. I play them, so, a lot of people maybe don't dig the 1952 sound, and how but I show you how the music grew, expanded, okay, into 1957. We call it a night. I come back on Sunday. We pick it up from 1958. But let us continue here and fill a request now for UK listeners. Paul and Kevin in Yorkshire, okay? And this was filed in the wrong place, and I finally found it for you guys. So anyway, but I like this group in general, okay? But this is one that really you don't hear too often by the group either. They're, of course, you know them. They're out of Atlanta, Georgia, okay? But, of course, they would have big hits when they signed with Berry Gordy Jr.'s soul record label, like I heard it through the grapevine, maybe but at least early in their MOTOWN career, okay, talking about Gladys Knight and the Pips, but of course they go earlier than that. Of course they recorded for the Hunter label. I have that record. I should play the original copy of Every Beat of My Heart by Gladys Knight and the Pips. It's a rare record on the Hunter label, but they also recorded for Larry Maxwell's Max label. They had like 5 releases on the label. Now, Paul and Kevin requested their 4th, and here we go again, a tune written by Van McCoy. Okay, this is produced by the label owner, Larry Maxwell, and this charted regionally. This was a number 21 record on KATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. Of course, their biggest record on the label was a cool tune called Giving Up. Okay, and it was funny because if you see some clips of like Dick Clark announcing, he would say, "Here is Gladys, Pip, and the Knights," is how he would announce the record. He would always mess it up. But no, this is Gladys Knight and the Pips. This came out in February of 1965, and this is for Paul and Kevin, and they also want me to send this one out to the Huddersfield KTF crew. So here you go. Paul and Kevin and the Huddersfield KTF crew. Here is Gladys Knight and the Pips with Stop and Get a Hold. Wait. Of myself? Yeah. Stop and Get a Hold. Yeah, it's called Stop and Get a Hold of Myself. Here you go. Gladys Knight and the Pips. Listen, they had it back then. They really did, this group here. Is Gladys Knight still performing? I don't know if she is or isn't. But anyway, she was for a long, long time. But anyway, February 1965 release there for Gladys Knight and the Pips. That's on the Max label, MAXX. That was that was their 4th of 5 on the label. Stop and Get a Hold of Yourself. And that one they're going out to Paul and Kevin in Yorkshire, and also wants to send that one out to the Huddersfield KTF crew. Typo there, Charlene, for that. But anyway, there you go as we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. So we fill a request now. Who was asking me for some blues in the chat room? Nathan, you were. I could put together I'm not as... I have a lot of blues 45s in the collection. I can probably do a decent blues show. It would take me too long to prepare to do that. I can do this soul show and the 50s group stuff easy to do, but I'd have to look at a whole list of blues records to put together. Listen, me and Bill are talking about a possible rockabilly show on a Thursday afternoon for I know a lot of listeners in Europe, in the UK, like rockabilly records too. It wouldn't be on a Wednesday or a Saturday or Sunday. But I leave that Thursday for like open for specialty guests, etc., and other types of shows. Actually, somebody wants to program my show. Also, I have 2 lists of people that gave me a list of records to play, as they would have programmed someone else's show, which is interesting. But let us continue here. So speaking of blues records, so this is for Sue Levy in our YouTube chat. I mean, Sue Levy, I found my promo copy of this. I mean, I don't know if this... I think I played the... Bust the Bass, you might have requested this before of me. Okay, I think Busta might have requested this, and you can tell me if I'm wrong, Busta, if that's the case. But this is a request for listener Sue Levy in our YouTube chat room. This blues singer and guitarist, okay, he was from Scott, Arkansas, and this was his debut single, which came out multiple times. I think initially this record came out on the Soul Beat label, but I don't have it on that. I have it on the Blue Fox label. Now, his name, Calvin Levy, Leavy, Calvin Levy, and the song is called Cummins Prison Farm, and it's based on the life of a man that was incarcerated in the Arkansas prison called Cummins Prison, of course. And Calvin decided to record the song since 2 of his brothers were also incarcerated there. When it first came out on Soul Beat Records, and it was titled just Cummins Prison. Then a couple of years later, the song was put out on the Blue Fox label and became his initial release for a label owned by Shelby Singleton. And this is how I have it. And this is, and I think, Saliva, you said there was a long and short version. This is the long version of the record. It's a DJ copy. I have this on stock too, only because I ran this label and they were selling me these records for $1, so I bought them. So but they were tricky. Okay, they would say, "Oh, Johnny, they would sell me their same song on both sides for $1, and then they would call me back in about 2 months later and tell me that they had the stock copy for $1. So that's how I ended up with lots of stocks and promos on a lot of these records. But anyway, this charted number 40 on the R&B chart, and this was a number 10 record on WRNO out of New Orleans, Louisiana. So this is released in March of 1970, and I think this has the guitar solo, the guitar solo that you're talking about, Sulevi. You let me know if it doesn't. Here is Calvin Levy on the Blue Fox label from March 1970, by request for Sue Levy in our YouTube chat room, called Cummins Prison Farm. Here you go, Sue Levy, for you.
got in trouble with the law. And this is what they did. Now listen. Say they sent me to prison down at Cummins Prison Farm. Oh, yes, they did. Oh, yeah. They sent me to Cummins, baby. Down on Cummins Prison Farm. Oh, yeah. Down there, I started thinking. I thought I'd tell you some of it in this song. And this is a part of it here. Listen. Hadn't been there but one day. And I learned that you don't rate. No, you don't. Hadn't been down there but one day. And I learned that you don't rate. Oh, no. Or you wake up one morning and find yourself in an unmarked grave. And oh, yes, you will. I'm gonna tell you about it like this. Listen. I'm begging I'll be a good man. And if you only free me from this pain, oh yes I will. I said, Warden, I'll be a good man. If you only free me from this pain. Said, oh Warden, look me in the eyes. So down here, son, we have a lot of good men. And oh, yes, he did. I'm talking about Cummins. I'm talking about Cummins Prison Farm. Oh, yes, I am. Talking about Cummins. Oh, yeah. I'm talking about Cummins Prison Farm. Oh, yeah. Now you heard part of my story. I'm not the only one.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to listener Sue Levy. Lost my place here already. I put my papers in order and then I messed it up. Here we go. Johnny G messing up. And there you go. That one there is from March of 1970. Calvin Levy is his name. Going out to Sue Levy, Cummins Prison Farm, on the Blue Fox record label. And let's see. I have that Shelby Singleton would release it again in January of 71 on his SSS International label. And Calvin Levy had a number of releases. Okay, on Soul Beat, that was through 1980, of course. And ironically, Levy would end up in Cummins Prison in 1992, as he was charged and convicted of multiple drug offenses and sentenced to life in prison at Cummins. So there you go, that one there. We play the blues here, Leonard. Anything that, because blues records were also featured on the R&B charts, okay, with the soul records too. So sometimes we color outside the lines here, but not so. It's not so much farther out of the lines with Blue-Eyed Soul and etc. here. So we all feature it here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's continue now. Let's fill a request for Edmund Williams. Okay, I don't know if Edmund's in the chat room or he's working tonight, but he requested this female singer-songwriter from the Bronx, New York. Her real name was Shirley Elliston, and she wrote some really cool tunes for some 1950s vocal groups back in the day. Let's see. She had a number of hits on her own, most notably in 1965, a song called The Name Game. Did you ever play that game, The Name Game, Shirley? Oh, Shirley, Shirley, Bo Burl, you know that? Well, that was her big hit in 1969. She recorded for Congress Records. She also has some good releases on Columbia Records, too, by the way. She does. But let me see. This was her first of 10 on, what is this, Charlie? Neil Halligan and Bob Davies' Congress label out of New York City. This tune written by Lincoln Chase. He did a lot of writing with her and a lot of things with her in general. So I don't know if they were an item or not, possibly. I don't know. I couldn't tell you. But anyway, produced and arranged by Hutch Davey. And this charted number 8 on Billboard, 4 on the R&B chart. And this was a number 1 record on WSPR in Springfield, Springfield, Massachusetts. That was a big station too there, kind of like a test market station. Anyway, October 1963 for Edmund Williams, Shirley Ellis on Congress. We're going to get down and do the nitty gritty. Here you go, Edmund, for you, Shirley Ellis.
Some folks know about it, some don't. Someone learn to shout it, some won't. But sooner or later, baby, here's a ditty. Say you're gonna have to get right down to the real nitty-gritty. Let's get right down to the real nitty-gritty. Now 1, 2, nitty-gritty. Now yeah, boom, nitty-gritty. Ooh-wee, nitty-gritty. Right down to the real nitty-gritty. Ba-ba-da-boom, boom, the nitty-gritty. Ooh, double beatin', right down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, double beatin', keep repeating, right down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah. Let's get right on down to the real nitty-gritty. 1, 2, nitty-gritty. Now yeah, boom, nitty-gritty. Ooh-wee. Right down to the real double beatin', right down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, double beatin', keep repeating, right down to the nitty-gritty. Yeah, right down to the real nitty-gritty. Get on down.
Okay, we're getting right down to the nitty-gritty of it all here. No, I knew this record would be okay because there is a live she's lip-syncing this record on Dick Clark's American Bandstand, so that one's okay. Sometimes I have to check on some of these records if I can play them, because if I test the waters here, they'll shut down the show. I don't want to do that. But there you go for Edmund Williams there, the sound of Shirley Ellis, October 1963. I think that's her first release. I thought Shy One was, but this is, I guess. Congress Records, Shirley Ellis with the Nitty Gritty for Edmund Williams. Let us continue now. Let's fill a request for Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. Thank you, Adrian, for your emails to Johnny G in the late night. And this next group, they hail from Chicago, Illinois. First recorded in late 1959 as the Z Majestics is the name of the group on the Fox label. I have that 45 in the collection. Then in 1961, they would have another one on the Sign label. It would get picked up by ABC Paramount Records, and then they would change their name in 1964 when they signed with Smash Records, a subsidiary of Mercury. And the group included Eddie Dunn, Emmett Gardner Jr., Jerome Johnson, and Ralph O'Neill. Collectively, they were known as the Trends. And this is their, they had one release on the Smash label. This is arranged by Johnny Pate. That's a name that you should look for on 45s from July 64. Let's give a listen to the Trends on Smash. It's called To Be, is in parentheses, To Be Happy Enough. Here are the Trends from July 64 for you, Adrian. Here you go. Definitely a cool tune. Listen, to find this, found that in a while for a quarter. That's a great. It was always fun looking for records, I have to say. In my early, I'm going to call it a career because I'm 67 years old, so I've been collecting since I was like 12 or 13 years old, possibly. But anyway, there you go for Adrian Viterbo, July 1964. They're called the Trends. The Trends on the Smash label. To Be Happy Enough is the name of the tune. That's for Adrian Viterbo. You know, it's always, listen, when I get kind of blue, and I was last Wednesday Was it last one? No, it was last Saturday. I had a tough day, and the music kind of gets me out of it. The music kind of fills me up with the happiness that I get from this. When you get like chills up and down your spine with the records, that's what I get with the music. I'm telling you, I do. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for Amy King in our YouTube chat room. How do you know this record, Amy? Surprisingly that you do. Okay. This is this singer from Dallas, Texas, was previously a member of the 1950s vocal group The Five Notes. Larry, I played a record for you by The Five Notes. It was called Park Your Love on Chess, if you remember that. Okay, and they were also the Five Masks too that recorded, and the Five Stars that recorded. But he had 2 solo releases on Don Robey's Backbeat label, and let's give a listen to his first. I think this was the B-side though. This is his first. Okay, his real name was Robert Lee Valentine. Okay, but he recorded as Lee Lamont, and Amy knows this record. It's part of her rotation, okay, her music rotation from November 1964 by request for Johnny G's chat moderator. Here is Lee Lamont on Backbeat Records. It's called I'll Take Love. Here you go, Amy, for you, Lee Lamont.
Treasures lost in the deep blue sea.
Yeah, yeah.
You can have your diamonds, 'cause it's all the same to me.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'll take love. I'll take love. You can have your parties and have all the fun you please.
Yeah, yeah.
You can take the good times, 'cause it's all the same to me.
Yeah, yeah.
'Cause I'll take love each and every time.
You can spend your money, drive it backwards. Anything you want and any way you want to. There is nothing that I'd rather do. 'Cause I love
You can have your picnics all on a sunny day.
picnics on a sunny day.
You and all the races over on the old freeway.
On the old freeway.
I'll take love every time.
You can spend your money, drive your backwards. Anything you want and any way you want to. There is nothing new that I'd rather do. 'Cause I love you.
You can have your picnics all on a sunny day.
Picnics on a sunny day.
You and all the races over on the old freeway.
On the old freeway.
I'll take love each and every time.
I'll take love every
Each and every time.
I'll take love.
Give me this time.
I'll take love
I said that I love you, baby.
I'll take love
I said I love you, baby.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to my my chat moderator, Amy King. She discovered that 45, however she did. If you have that 45, Amy, I'd be very impressed. I would. That is I lost my place, Johnny G. Where are you? Here we go. Lee Lamont. Lee Lamont from November 1964. That's on Backbeat Records, Don Robey's Backbeat label. I'll Take Love is the name of that tune. As we continue here, hope you're digging on the tunes here, folks. If you do have a request on a future Vinyl Treasure show, email Johnny G at vinyltreasures@aol.com. Sometimes I'm not going to remember. I don't have time to write down the requests. Charlene sometimes remembers, but she's busy doing other things with the show she's fixing the files and whatnot, so she may miss the request in the chat. So that's why if you type a record in chat and I don't see it, I didn't even say hello to everybody. If I missed anybody in the chat, I apologize, because I am multitasking here. That I'm the only one here doing it. So Tony can't come upstairs and help me. She's downstairs helping my mother right now, but let us continue here. And again, give me a thumbs up if you like what you're hearing, and we want to get the subscriptions up. We want to get to 5,000 subscribers. So and listen, so far so good. Okay, but I got some other MOTOWN requests to get to, and that's when things can get a little bit dicey here on the program. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for David Milfred in our YouTube chat as we go to St. Louis, Missouri now for this group. I didn't put, If I Missed You, Big Dave, I didn't have live chat on. I just remembered it. I thought of St. Louis. So Big Dave, if I missed you earlier, I apologize for that. Because if you don't switch to the live chat, some people I don't know why YouTube does it, they consider for some ungodly reason some people as bots, and they won't show up under just the live. You got to go to live chat, not top chat. I'm just letting you know, folks. But this is a request for David Milfred as we go to St. Louis, Missouri for this group. They had 7 releases on Oscar Washington's Ballad label. This label, I think goes back to the late 1950s, if I'm not, or maybe before then, maybe mid-50s. This is their debut single, I think it is. I'm not sure. This tune written by the label owner, Oscar Washington. The group is called The Gifts, Gifts, The Gifts. And this charted number 10 on WBEE in Chicago. It's probably their maybe best-known record, if I'm not mistaken, from April 66 for David Milfred. The Gifts on Ballad. It's called Lovin' You. Here you go, David, for you.
Paradise
you go, out of St. Louis, Missouri. That's the sound of the Gifts. It's their debut single on the Ballad record label called Lovin' You. That one they're going out to a David Milford, who was tuned into the program along with Mrs. Milford. How you doing, David and Mrs. Milford, tuned into Johnny G on the big screen, I guess. And I want to say hello, really, to all the listeners that have me on their TV. Don has me on the TV, I know that. But let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show as we fill a request now for Lee the G. Okay, I think I should be okay with this record, Lee the G, as this group formed in 1962 in Greenwood, South Carolina, as the Medallions. Okay, they would add swingin' to the title, okay? And in 1965, their first release was on Dot Records, which I don't have, but I have my eye on a copy of that 45, so I will hopefully get it in the collection soon. But they would have their first release. Well, hold on a second, got some other things. These guys attended the University of Georgia, okay? Their first single was on Dot in March of 1965. With their second release, okay, it came out on the local For Sale label, which I have. I think I have like the second press of that. Okay, I was going to play it, but I said maybe my Smash Records picked it up and it plays better, but I had the one on For Sale, so I said, no, I'm going to play their next release. But anyway, the record started taking off. Smash would pick it up, and it would become the group's biggest hit, and it was called Double Shot of My Baby's Love was the name of the tune. Okay, but I think this is the follow-up. This was their second of 6 on the Smash label, written by Freddie Weller, and this charted number 71 on the Billboard chart. But this was a number 3 record on WSGN in Birmingham, Alabama. Let's go to June of 1966 with the Swingin' Medallions. You know, Double Shot of My Baby's Love came out first by Dick Holler. He did it first on the Comet label. But this was their follow-up to that. The Swingin' Medallions going out to Lee the G. It's called She Drives Me Out of My Mind. Here you go, Lee the G, the Swingin' Medallions.
Something I'm out or I can get enough of. Whoa, whoa.
Okay, we got beach music here on the Vinyl Treasure show, so let's go to the beach. No, that not really. Okay, well, it is. They call that beach music there. That one there out of, lost my place here, out of the Carolinas there, a June 1966 release. Those are the Swingin' Medallions on Smash Records. The follow-up to Double Shot of My Baby's Love, a song entitled She Drives Me Out of My Mind for Lee the G. As we continue here, let's fill a request now for Malcolm Baumgart, okay, in our YouTube chat room. And let's see here. Hold on. What did I do with this page? It's before this. It's next. After L. The ACs keep going on and off in the background here. You might be able to hear it. Yeah. This is for Malcolm Baumgart. As we go to Philadelphia now. And this group first recorded as the Bluebells for Harold B. Robinson's Newton label in 1962-1963. And this, let me see. Let's see. This is Patti LaBelle, Charlene. I don't know what this information is on here. This one's on the New Time record label. Of course, I think Newtown would become New Time later on. I think that's what happened. I don't know about this right up here, but her real name, her real name, Patricia Louise Holt. Okay, but she recorded as Patti LaBelle, and I guess the uncredited Bluebells are behind her on this. And this is co-written by Bobby Martin. I don't know about this right up here. All right, let's just play it. October 1962. This is for Malcolm Baumgart. And what happened was we'll talk about it for later. Let's give a listen to Patti LaBelle and the uncredited Bluebells. This is on New Time Records. The song is called The Joke's on You. This is going out to Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room, listening in the UK at this early hour. Here you go, Malcolm, for you.
Joke's on you. Oh,
There you go. That one there going out to a Malcolm Baumgart in our YouTube chat room. That's the sound of Patti LaBelle, and the Bluebells are backing her up on that. I don't know what happened. That's probably a master that was leased out later on. I don't know this was 62. So I don't know what happened. Well, I apologize for the write-up, folks, because the write-up is not good. But what I wanted to do is I wanted to show that I don't know when she would make, Patti LaBelle would make a comeback, and it was in 1974. Okay, so again, I don't know if I don't know if there's any. Someone's gonna have to tell me if there are any releases. When was the last release for Patti LaBelle and the Bluebells? Because they ended up on Atlantic Records, okay, and they ended up on Atlantic Records, and I forget what their last one was. But then all of a sudden, they kind of disappeared a little bit. But then all of a sudden, I think it was on American Bandstand. So I see these three gals show up, and Patti LaBelle is the lead singer of this group. And I think Dick Clark was reluctant to play the record at first because of possibly what they were saying. I don't speak French. I don't know if we have any French people in the chat room that would be able to translate this. I mean, I've translated it, so I know what it says, but I didn't know when this was 1974, I was in high school. I was a junior in high school at the time, okay, toward the end of the year. So, this came out in November of 74, so it was the beginning of, the beginning, 74, 75, beginning of my junior year in high school, and I bought the record when it came out, when I heard it, but it took a while for Dick Clark to play this on his show. Okay, but anyway, I don't think these are the group members here, okay? But let me see. I don't know. But the interesting thing about this record are the names on this label, okay? Okay, this song written by Bob Crew and Kenny Nolan, okay, and it's produced by Alan Tucson, who you heard the instrumental earlier in the program, and this was from an LP that they did called Nightbirds, okay, and this record, I think I should be okay with this record though, but it was number one. I wanted to show the contrast between 1962 Patti LaBelle and 1974 Patti LaBelle. So that's 12 years later, okay? She was the lead singer of a group called LaBelle, and this was her, I'm going to say, their biggest hit, okay? And I bought the 45. This is my 45, November 74, Touch of the 70s on the Epic label, and this was number one everywhere at one time. And she is on lead. This is LaBelle with Lady Marmalade. Here you go.
Yeah.
Okay, folks, there you go. That one there, that's a bonus track there. That is LaBelle, and I remember that song when it came out. That's my 45 there. I want to thank you, Sam, for that information. Let's see. Sam says they recorded this in New Orleans at the Sea Saint studio with Alan Tucson as engineer and producer. There you go. Oh, well, you know what? That did bring the copyright police out, by the way. And there you go. That is 2 hours and 32 minutes. But that's okay. That's our first strike, is what it is there. And hold on, I got to see who. Okay, let's fill a request now. Actually, there was a few people that requested this record. Hold on a second. This was a request for Carl Jones, a new listener to the program. And hold on a second, let me just get to it. Here we go. And actually, a few people requested this record. It was Carl Jones, David Vielma, and Amy King. You all requested this next record here. Okay, this gal from Texas, she was discovered by Hank Blackman of Hank Blackman and the Killers, who are really J.J. Jackson and the Jackals. Okay, and this was her debut single, came out on Bob Shad's Brent label out of New York City. And this charted number 61 on Billboard, 62 on Cashbox, and number 4 on KAYO in Seattle, Washington. And the tune written by J.J. Jackson, okay, and they are backing her up. They're or Hank Blackman and the Killers backing her up on this, okay, and this is from March of 1962. It's for Carl Jones, and we'll send it out also to David Vielma and Amy King. Her name is Bertha Tillman. Bertha Tillman on Brent Records. It's called Oh My Angel. Here you go, Carl, David, and Amy, for you. Sounds of 1962 there, and that one there. Hold on a second. I lost my place here. trying to multitask here is not, and unprepared is not good. But anyway, darn it. Here we go. That one there got by request for Carl Jones, David Vielma, and Amy King. I didn't know they were from San Diego, Elaine Wade. Thank you for that information. Hopefully Charlene will mark it down. March 1962. Bertha Tillman and Hank Blackman and the Killers there. Oh My Angel on Brent Records. So you say they were organized crime shines their head here. Let us continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Fill a request now for listener Joseph Smith. Okay, hold on. Here we go. And, of course, you all know this singer. His real name, Benjamin Earl Nelson, okay, but he recorded as Benny King. He would leave the Drifters for a solo career in 1960, recording for the Atco label, a subsidiary of Atlantic Records. Had 33 releases for the Atco label, and Joseph requested his 19th release. To who wrote this song? Cannot see it. Bert Keys. Well, it looks like it's produced by Bert Keys, okay? That's always good to know. And this is from March of 1965. This was also covered by H.B. Barnum, recorded this on the Capitol label, okay? And this is from March of 65 for Joseph Smith. Ben E. King on Atco. It's called The Record, parentheses, Baby, I Love You. Here you go, Joseph, for you, oldies fan, for you, Benny King. That's a cool record. I like that record a lot there, Joseph Smith. That is Benny King. Benny King from March 1965. That's on the Atco record label. The Record, parentheses, Baby, I Love You is the name of the tune, and that record is pretty cool. Now, let's see. It says Benny King's last hit was in '75, a song called "Supernatural Thing" for the Atlantic label. And then in 1986, "Stand By Me" was re-released for the movie of the same title, and that record was like rejuvenated for that movie that they had. Anyway, there you go. But a great sing. Bust the Bass, you want to request the Spanish Harlem, you got to... that might get me in trouble. You got to do Rosie Greer's version of that. Anyway, let us continue here. Let's fill a request now. This is actually a flip side request for listener Joe Carrera. Okay, this group from Cleveland, Ohio. Okay, a couple weeks ago, I think it was, I played for you. They were two sets of twins plus another. Okay, plus one other, I should say. Alfred and Alvin Pelham and Keith and Kirk Gardner. And the other one was, his name was Ricky Spicer. Okay, they were known as the Ponderosa Twins plus one. Okay, and we played their December 71 release called Bound for Joe Carrera, which I think many of you liked. But let's flip it over here, because, Joe, you liked the flip side also. This was their first of four, okay, on Astroscope, okay, which I think it was recorded as Horoscope first, and then they changed it to Astroscope. Maybe they were super, I don't know, maybe they had some, they were kind of got bonkers because of the name. But anyway, from December 71 for Joe Carrera in our chat room, Ponderosa Twins plus one. It's called I Remember You. Here you go, Joe, for you.
Too young to know love and it's
Yeah, sounds like a young Michael Jackson, but it is not. It would have been in 1971. I wonder if I can get away, because I like that record, The Love You Saved by the Jackson 5. I bought that 45 when it came out, really. But I would love to play. I don't know. I got to check. I might not be able to play Jackson 5 here on the program. But there you go. Those are the Ponderosa Twins Plus One from December 1971. That when they're going out to listener Joe Carrera. That is their first of four. I think that was the B-side, if I'm not mistaken. First of four on Astroscope. I Remember You is the name of the tune. I'm sure some of you remember these songs here that I'm featuring here on a Wednesday evening. We're live on Oldies and More Radio, also live on the YouTube stream. Please consider subscribing to Johnny G's Vinyl Treasure Show. A little bit discombobulated today, okay? But listen, we can't always be organized all the time. I try to do things perfectly, but it never, ever works out. But let us continue here. Hey, Gary in Canada, Gary Spring, you had this. I had this record in the box to play for you for a long, long time. So I got to play it because I don't want to keep keeping it out of not being filed away. Okay, because I keep misplacing it. But you requested this a while back. This gal from Chicago, her real name Rosemary Tomatia Aruro. Okay, now she moved to Los Angeles, California as a child. She would sign with Liberty Records in 1961. She had 16 releases on the Liberty label through 1968. Her biggest hit was her debut single, a nice ballad she does, called Hurt, but Gary requested her seventh release on the Liberty label. This tune written by Burt Bacharach and Hal David. It's produced by Ed Silver, and let's see, this charted number 44 on the Billboard chart, number 3 on KEEP in Twin Falls, Idaho, okay, from November of 1962. Let's give a listen to Timmy Euro on Liberty Records. This has what I call styrene damage. Now you're going to know why Johnny G hates styrene 45s for this particular reason, okay? For you, Gary, Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room, here is Timmy Euro with, the song is called The Love of a Boy. Here you go, Gary, for you. Styrene Crackle. Here you go.
Difference you made. The love of a boy can change a girl into a woman. With just one caress, your tenderness made me a only for you, my true love. Whoa, whoa,
Yeah, that is Timmy Euro there. She's she's a great singer, Timmy Euro. November 1962. That one there going out to Gary Spring in our YouTube chat room. On the Liberty record banner there, The Love of a Boy is the name of the tune. But she's got some really nice records. I featured Cuttin' In is the one when Ray Stevens did some writing and producing for her when she went to Mercury Records too. She's got some great records. And her last record, I think from 1970, is pretty nice also. I forget the name of it. But anyway, let us continue now. Let's fill a request for Jade's Journey. Okay. And this was a 45 that my aunt purchased in the fall of 1967. And we lost this man not too long ago, really. And his real name was Alfred Smith, but he recorded as Brenton Wood, of course. And this is his third release. This is on Joe Hooven and Hal Wynn's Double Shot label. And both sides of this record my aunt would play a lot. And she liked it. Of course, this is not her copy because her copy would have sounded worse than the one we just heard by Timmy Euro on Liberty. But this charted number 55 on, this was his third of 11, okay, charted number 55 on Cashbox, 34 on Billboard, number 30 on the R&B chart, and number 2 record on KGB in San Diego, California from November 67 for Jade's Journey. Let's listen to Brenton Wood on Double Shot Records. It's called Baby, You Got It. Here you go, Jade's Journey for you.
I run after you like a fool would do, but mama didn't raise no fools, and I should know that baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, foxy clothes, the cutest nose, a groovy set. There's nothing fake about you, baby. You got it. People can be cruel. They say I've lost my cool, but it's very hard to keep my cool when I'm around you. Cause baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, foxy clothes, the cutest nose, the nudist shape. There's nothing fake about you, baby. You got it. Now that I found you, gonna cling to you. I'll give you love and money, everything to you, no matter what they say, no matter what I do. I'm never gonna love another girl but you. Cause baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, foxy clothes, the cutest nose, the nudist shape. There's nothing fake about you, baby you got it. My friends say no can be, you're not the girl for me, but I see a lot of things in you that they can't see, and baby you got it. That's all I can say for you. Got so too much soul, baby, you got it. Foxy clothes, the cutest nose, baby, you got it. The greatest shit, there's nothing fake, baby, you got it. The groovy lip that make me flip, baby, you got it. Pretty eyes that hypnotize, baby, you got it. You got so.
Okay, that one there by request for Jade's Journey, Brenton Wood there from November 1967. Baby, You Got It. That's on the Double Shot record label. So Elaine, you said that you bought the album because you couldn't get that record. Well, I similarly. Okay, so when I was going to the flea markets, the song that my Aunt Mary was like, Johnny, you got to find me a copy of the Oogum Boogum song by Brenton Wood, because I like that record. So I couldn't find it. I mean, I wasn't driving. I didn't have any outlets to buy any of the records. So anyway, there was a compilation LP that I bought that had the record on there. I forget who it was or how it came out. It had a little bit of a warp in it, but I bought the record anyway. It was for $1 or whatever. And I said, Mary, I got the record. Of course, I got like 7 copies of the record now. But I like Brenton Wood as well as you do, Elaine. So much so, and then my aunt did also. We're going to flip the 45 over because I like the flip side too. This is, again, he co-wrote this song with the two label owners, Hooven and Wynn, and produced by Hooven and Wynn. So let's flip it over because it's a great two-sided 45. Again, from November 1967 on Double Shot Records, his third release on the Double Shot label, the flip side of Baby You Got It. It's Brenton Wood with Catch You on the Rebound. Here you go, a bonus pick from Johnny G. Here you go. Okay, there you go with a bonus track there. Actually, the B-side to this third release on Double Shot Records. That is the great Brenton Wood there, November 67. The flip side of Baby You Got It. Catch You on the Rebound is the name of the tune. A great two-sided 45 my Aunt Mary used to play back in the day. Let us continue now with a new listener here. Thank you, Jimmy Colts. Did I pronounce it right, Jimmy? Please correct me if I did not. But this is a request for listener Jimmy Colts. Of course, you all know this singer as we go back up to Chicago this time. Born Eugene Dixon, of course, and he was a member of a group called the Duquets. And first recording for Nat Records back in 1961. Of course, he would then go solo on actually it was with his group backing him up, but it gave him solo credit. Okay, would have a big hit, #1 record in 1962 with the Duke of Earl. Okay, so many great releases on the VJ record label. He would then move over to Constellation Records. Okay, would have 17 releases on the Constellation label. And this is his 8th release, a tune written by Curtis Mayfield. This is produced by Bill Shepard and arranged by Riley Hampton. And this charted number 93 on the Billboard chart, number 40 on R&B. And this was a number 3 record on a great station out of Cleveland, Ohio, WJMO, from November 64. By request for new listener Jimmy Colts. Say Colts, Koltz. And it's Gene Chandler on Constellation. The song is called What Now? Here you go, Jimmy, for you.
after you've done me like you did. Already I'm stringing along like an infatuated kid. You're obliged to do me wrong with no explanation. There's never any love nor conversation. So after holding in my fear and fighting off my tears, what now? What now? What now? What now? I've tried making my life complete with a you, but it seems there's no value toward people true to you. I cried to you, I can't take it too much longer, but every hurt and bit of dirt makes you stronger. So after holding in my fears and fighting off my tears, what now? What now? What now? What now? Become so very loud in front of all the crowd. Don't know from day to day. What now? What now? What now? So after holding in my fears and fighting off my tears, what now? What now? What now? What now? What now? Baby, baby, do you remember when I asked you to just be true? What now? And baby, can you tell me, do you remember when I asked you to bless our love? What more do you want from me?
Listen, so many great tunes for Mr. Gene Chandler there. What an artist he was. Well, he still is. I don't know if he's still performing now, but he was a great singer for sure. That one there going out to new listener Jimmy K, will say. It'd be easier for Johnny G to say that. Jimmy K. That is Gene Chandler from November 1964. What Now is the name. Maybe those were the impressions behind him there too. It sounded somewhat like them. But that one there on the Constellation record label. Let us continue here. Let's fill a request now for listener Record Ralph. I like this record too. Okay. This group formed at the Harvest Baptist Church in Chicago, Illinois. That was back in 1960. They would sign with Leonard Chess's Chess label. Okay, and in 1962, they would end up with 18 releases for the Chess folks, plus their subsidiary Checker Records too. And this was their first on the label. No, I'm sorry, this was not their first. I'm reading the wrong one. It's not, because he requested 2 records by the group, and I'm reading the wrong one. Well, their first record was a song called Father Knows Best, but Ralph requested the flip side of that, but I'm not playing that tonight. But this was their 6th release, okay, their 6th release on the Chess label, and the A-side of this was called Voice Your Choice, but Record Ralph requested the flip side. Okay, co-written by the lead singer of the group. His name is Maurice McAllister from November 64. Here are the Radiants. The Radiants on Chess Records. Going out to Record Ralph in Syracuse. It's called If I Only Had You. Here you go, Ralph. For you, the Radiants.
What I would give
what I do. Said if I only had you, baby, if I only had you, yeah, baby, if I only had you. A million times I've sit and watched you cry. Oh, just for one that you love. He just wasn't treating you right. Yes, if it was me, said I love you tenderly. I'd even swim the ocean blue, climb a mountain just for you, fight a lion and tiger too, to prove my love is true. Baby, that's what I do. Said if I only had you. Baby, if I only had you. Yeah, baby, if I only had you.
Time out, the time has made you cry.
Yeah, baby.
Time out, the time has taught you how. Why don't you stop and realize
Yeah, baby.
he's nothing but a shotgun attack?
Yeah, baby.
Why don't you find yourself someone new? Someone who loves you, someone who loves you true.
Oh, yeah. Oh, how I wish that I could take his place. Oh, a love like yours. He just
Don't appreciate
yes. I know you're fine. That you should have been mine all the time, because I'll take you for my breath, and I'll never leave your side. I'll do everything I say, love you everything. Baby, that's what I do. Said if I only had you. Whoa, if I only had you. Yeah, baby, if I only had you. Baby, if I only.
Yeah, B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That is the B-side to Voice Your Choice by the Radiance. The Radiance there on the that one there on Chess Records there, November 1964. I was reading the wrong thing here. The Maurice McAllister on lead there. The Radiance with If I Only Had You, going out to a listener, Record Ralph in Syracuse. Let's get one in here for Ron Harry. Okay, and this next singer, born in Homestead, Florida, but he was raised in Jackson, Mississippi, began his recording career in 1965, recording for ABC Paramount Records, with a solo release initially. He was also a lead singer of a number of groups. He was lead of Tommy and the Derbies, that recorded for the Swing record label, and also a group called the Imperial Show band, which was on Verve and also recorded for the Music Core record label, and also recorded for Stax as a member of the Nightingales. But then he would go solo with releases on OK Records and this label, Coco Records. He had 7 releases on the Coco label, and Ron requested his third. Okay, this is on Johnny Baylor's Coco label, which was out of New York City, and he wrote this tune with the label owner, and who also produced it. This charted regionally. This was a number 14 record on KDIA in Oakland, California, if you were listening. Let's go to November of 1972 now for Ron Harry, listener Ron Harry, and let's listen to Tommy Tate. Tommy Tate on Coco Records. It's called, it's called More Power to You. Here you go, Ron, for you, Tommy Tate.
Just who I thought I loved.
tell you at this point of the show, we are skating on thin ice. Thin ice is what we're skating on. You know what that means. That when they're going out to a Ron Harry. That sound touch of the 70s there, November 1972, Tommy Tate. Tommy Tate on the Coco label. More Power to You is the name of that tune there. That was his, what did I say? That was his third of 7. And School of Life, I think, was his biggest hit. Came out in April of 1972. This was kind of the follow-up to that tune. Johnny G here in Vinyl. We're going to call it Vinyl Treasure Overtime. I've been on for 3 hours and 16 minutes, even though I was late, okay? I was a little bit late here to the show, but let us continue here. Let's fill a suggestion request for Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. So, Larry Neal, you're going to have to tell me, was this record played in Oklahoma City? Where was it on your chart listing when you used to DJ out there? This, let me see. This is Little Richard here. In 1966, he would end up on Modern Records, okay? Modern Records. And I don't know if the Bahari Brothers owned it by this time because they kind of like changed the style of the label. So maybe it was because I think they were putting stuff out on I think it is their label because the print is the same thing as the Kent label. Okay, those other labels, I guess this was their leftover from the 1950s. They rejuvenated their modern label, but he had 5 releases on the label, and his real name, Richard Wayne Penniman. Of course, he was from Macon, Georgia originally, but we know him as Little Richard. Now, I don't know if there was chart action on here. Charlene doesn't have any chart action, but this came out in January of 66. This is going out to a Larry Neal in our YouTube chat room. Little Richard with Holy Mackerel on the Modern label. Here you go, Larry, for you.
Your father must think I'm a fish, 'cause every time that I come around, it always happens, baby, every single time. He greets me with the same old sound. I ring the doorbell and before he lets me in, he says,
Holy mackerel, you here again?
your father is a very funny dude. I think he's trying to be rude. I don't know what I'm gonna do if he keep on acting this way. I guess I have to stop coming to your house 19 times a day. I ring the doorbell and before he lets me in, he says,
Holy mackerel, you here again?
your father, he must be insane. He don't even know my name. Mackerel is a fish that swim in the sea. Woo! I know the name don't pertain to me. Tell him that Richard is my name, and I'll be very happy if he call me by the same now. A holy mackerel, are you here again? I hear it every day. A holy mackerel, are you here again? How can he find something new to say? He's always crawling like a bear. I'm gonna start coming over when he's not there. Your father is a very funny dude. I think he's trying to be rude. Ow, ow, ow. Mackerel is a fish that swim in the sea. Woo-hoo! I know the name don't pertain to me. Tell him that Richard is my name, and I'd be very happy if he called me by the same now. A holy mackerel, are you here again? I hear it every day. A holy mackerel, are you here again? How can he find something new to say? He's always crawling like a bear. I'm gonna start coming over when he's not there.
Okay, there you go. Little Richard tried to. Well, listen, he really recreated himself during his career. He did, and it was always out in the mainstream. He was really, but there you go. A suggestion for Larry Neal, January '66. Little Richard on the MOTOWN label. Holy Mackerel is the name of the tune. I don't like. We have a Alaskan codfish on Friday, a fresh caught. We buy fish here. We eat fish on Friday here at the house. Always have. Now, we can't have lobster. We can't have shellfish because my mother's allergic to shellfish. I would love to. Sometimes she'll make shrimp for Johnny G, though. She'll make it separate for me. She will. And she makes a great shrimp sauce, she does. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request for Steve B, SMB, in our YouTube chat room. This is a flip side from last week, Steve. We featured the Box Tops. Okay, the Box Tops out of Memphis, Tennessee, with the A-side to their, doesn't say which number this is, a song called Choo Choo Train on the Mala record label. Also requested the flip side. The flip side is a pretty nice tune, which I like better, I think. Okay, a tune written by Dan Penn and Spooner Oldham. This is produced by Dan Penn. Of course, it features the lead singer of the Box Tops, Alex Chilton, on lead and guitar, supposedly. This charted number 14 on WTMA in Charleston, South Carolina, if you were tuned in, from May of 1968. Here are the Box Tops on Mala for Steve B, SMB, in our YouTube chat room, and it's called Fields of Clover. Here you go, Steve, for you.
Across the tracks in a hurry. Yes, you did. You didn't even stop to tell me goodbye. Yeah. Put them pretty dresses that you're wearing, baby, ain't payment enough. You're so looking tough. I always told you, why did you have the stuff? Yeah, baby, you're walking in fields of clover. You're stepping high like a lady should. Now maybe someday you'll wave to me from across the tracks. Yeah, and I'll be alright knowing you're alright. Baby, baby, I know you're sleeping warm tonight. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Steve B, SMB, in our YouTube chat room. Sound of the Box Tops there. The Box Tops on the Mala Records. That is the flip side of Choo Choo Train, a song entitled Fields of Clover. That is with Alex Chilton on lead there. As we continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime, we're going to go to the bottom of the hour here, and then Johnny G's got to shut off. I got my father's got to go to the doctor tomorrow. Well, Tony's taking him then. I will be taking him on. I got to go. I'm finally going to get my nose fixed, okay, with the bleeds that are happening. They're going to stop tomorrow, finally. But anyway, let us continue here. Let's go back to the beginning of the show. I played a bonus track, okay, by this group called the Spandels. And it was the third show of the open up. It was our third record of the night, a song called Say No Girl from November of 1964. And listener Avatar asked for the flip side here. I said, I better get this in now here. So let's flip the 45 over from November 64. Say No Girl by the Spandels on Dimension. You get this tune. It's called The Boy Next Door. Here you go, Avatar, for you, the Spandels.
Joey takes me dancing and Billy brings me candy. And he's kinda cute, but he's a boy. All the silly, silly boys, they are such a silly boy. How I wish they really wouldn't hang around. Because I got a crush, gee whiz. What a crush, whoa, I'm in love with the boy next door. Oh my, he's so fine, so fine, so fine. He's exactly everything a man should be. He's so big and tall and strong, with a smile that melts your heart. He's a knight in shining armor in my dreams. Because I got a crush, gee whiz. What a crush, whoa, I'm in love with the boy next Because I got a crush, gee whiz. What a crush, whoa, I'm in love with the boy next door. With the boy next door. With the boy next
Okay, two more 45s to go before we sign off here. That one there, a flip side request for Charles Ellis, a.k.a. Avatar, in our YouTube chat room. Those are the Spandels. Spandels from November 64. It's on Dimension Records. And we played Say No Girl. That's the boy next door. Yes, it sounds like Foolish Little Girl, which I think I played that here on the program. We should be okay to play the Shirelles here on the program. Let us continue here. Two more 45s to go. Let's fill a request for listener Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room, and played this group last week. Daniel, you requested the group last week. Stand Tall, I think, was the side we played, but you requested them again. They're originally from Canton, Ohio, and they were first known as the Mascots. They would change their name to the OJs, and this is their fifth of 14 releases for the Imperial record label. And let's see, this tune written by Bryce Cofield and Chester Pipkin. It's arranged by H.B. Barnum, and it features Eddie Levert on lead, and this charted number 8. This was a number 8 record on WOOK out of Washington, D.C. from June 64. By request for Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room, here are the OJs and their tune called You're on Top. Here you go, Daniel, for you.
You're playing the game. Somehow it seems you don't remember my name, but I was with you through dark and stormy weather. I loved you then, and I love you now. But oh my darling, I love you forever. Baby, baby, I was your true love, always by your side, forsaking all others and swallowing my pride. But you were blind with a wandering heart, and just like the wind, it blew us apart. And I love you, I love you, oh, I love you, I love you. I love you then, I love you now. But oh my darling, I love you forever. I love you, the way you walk, the way you talk. I love you, the way you run your hand through my hair, the way you say, Daddy, you know I love you.
Okay, there you go. That one there going out to Daniel Kubacki in our YouTube chat room there. That is the sound of the OJs there. Eddie Levert and the OJs. What did I say? That was their fifth release for the Imperial record banner there, June 64. You're on Top is the name of the tune. We want Johnny G to be on top. That's why we need you to subscribe here to the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank everybody for tuning into the program this evening. And if you do have a request on a future Vinyl Treasure Show, or you just want to shoot the breeze about record collecting, as many of you have been doing with Johnny G, email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. I'll get back to you if I have the time to do it. It takes me a little bit of time sometimes, been really busy. I need a full-time secretary here to do the job here for me, as I am so busy and really I can't even take phone calls anymore, is what the way it goes. But anyway, thank everybody for tuning into the program as you make it so worthwhile for me to present this show. I'm just glad that you enjoy me presenting the records. Again, I am not a professional doing this. It's a labor of love for me. And I'm just playing my records and playing them for you, the listeners here, sharing my collection with everyone that's tuned into this program. So thank you all for helping me, for listening today. Thank you, Charlene, for your help. And I will be back here on Saturday evening beginning at 9 p.m. So if you like the 1950s, if you like the early 50s and we get into the 1957, you want to tune into that program. I'll be back on Saturday night at 9 p.m. again, only here on YouTube. Well, I'm on Oldies and More also on the Sunday night show. But again, Bill Obe will be my in-studio guest on June 25th. That's next week, next Thursday. Bill Old will be my in-studio guest. You don't want to miss that show. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon. It'll be soul records on that show and other R&B tunes from the 1960s and some. I got to practice on my album tracks here because he's bringing some LPs. So you're going to hear some unreleased material also. Well, only available on LP that. Maybe they're different versions or whatnot of certain tunes here. But I know there's 3 records that I've never seen before. But anyway, so I'll be happy to hold them in my hand to show you what they look like. Because it'll be a thrill for Johnny G also. So I want to thank everybody for tuning in this evening here. We're going to close the show tonight with a request for... I forgot his... yes, I do. We go Grand. D-E-F. Gary. I just had it here. Grand. Here we go. So our closer tonight, okay? Closer tonight is this singer from Brooklyn, New York. First recording back in 1958 for, I think it was it Big Top Records? Yeah, Big Top Records. His name was Bobby Pedrick Jr. originally when he began recording, and he also recorded as the lead of Bobby and the Consoles from 1963, a song called My Jelly Bean on the Diamond record label. But he has other solo efforts himself. My aunt bought the record he did on Columbia, a song called If You Don't Want My Love was the song she bought. That would only made it up to like number 50 on the charts, but she liked that record a lot. Okay, his biggest hit, of course, was in 1979, a song called Sad Eyes. That was a big number 1 record for him on EMI Records. But then he also had some other hits, like The Lion Sleeps Tonight. I'm not crazy for that record. I never was. But anyway, but he does a nice cover of that on Atlantic. But this one is his first of 3 on the A&M record. A request for Grandizer requested this tune. And, of course, his real name, Bobby Pedrick Jr., but he would change it to Robert John. And this is a song he wrote together with Michael Gately. It's produced by George Tobin and arranged by Louis Shelton from September of 1970. We're closing the program tonight with a touch of the 70s by Robert John on A&M Records for Grandizer. It's called Raindrops, Love, and Sunshine. That's going to do it, folks. I will see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, if I don't see any of you fathers out there, happy Father's Day. If not, I'll talk to you on Saturday or Sunday. Just want to say, everybody, so long. Here you go, Grandizer, for you, Robert John.